but we can't start. I haven't done my makeup. Hello. Oh yeah, I forgot about the song. I don't have a song. Guess we'll have to skip the song today. Anyway, what I wanted to talk to you about today is the word tard. I hate that word. You know, usually people attach it to other things. And I actually hadn't seen it for a while, and I just saw it again on Facebook. And I wanted to talk about why I find it offensive. Now, I think we all know that the origin of it comes from retarded, which started off as a perfectly okay word. It was a scientific term. I'm sure if you looked up retard in the Merriam-Webster, I'm sucking a cough drop, by the way, it would say something like to slow down or impede progress. And that's what they used it for originally. Retarded meant you had delayed progress in certain areas. And of course, mostly it became a label for people with learning disabilities. And as often happens with words, the middle school people get a hold of it and they turn it into something negative. Retard. First using it against people who were retarded, and then just used as an epithet against other people. You're such a retard. And then, seems like kind of recently, last couple years, is when people started attaching it to other things. And mostly I saw it in political discussions when someone would say, and I'm not saying I know for sure how it started, but I first started noticing it when someone would, on Facebook or similar places, mention a libtard. And then I started seeing, of course, liberals proving they can be just as ignorant and juvenile as the, mostly it was the Trump lovers. The Trump, well, totally lost the word there. Anyway, and they started calling them Trump tards. And I remember I even messaged a Facebook friend one time and said, could you please not say that? And I said it politely, and I got back a message like, who are you to tell me what to say? I'll use whatever words I want. Anyway, the thing I don't like about it is, well, it reminds me of another term that I used to hear, and hopefully it's gone out of fashion now. But I remember I used to hear it a lot of times back when I worked construction for a couple of years. You'd hear guys say, he's the laziest white man I've ever seen. And on the face of it, you are, saying something derogatory about that person. But also, by saying the laziest white man, you're implying that other people of other colors are worse. You know what I mean? I think you know exactly what I'm saying here. And so that's the same thing with the tard deal. If you're one of those people that calls someone a libtard or a Trump tard or any other kind of tard, you think that you're just calling them stupid or whatever. But at the same time, what the implication really is you are just as stupid and worthless as a retarded person. In other words, you're saying to them, you have no more rights to breathe air than somebody with Down syndrome. And you may think that I'm making too much of it, but I don't think so. I think that's exactly what's going on there. You think about it. That's really what your words are saying, is you're not just insulting that idiot with the red hat or whatever. You're insulting a whole class of people. And those people that you are insulting, I mean, have you ever known somebody with Down syndrome? I don't know how you could go through life and not have. Anybody I've ever met like that, they're the kindest, most loving people you ever want to know. And here you are, calling them worthless. That's what you're doing with that word. So, stop it. Please. Just don't do that anymore. It also kind of reminds me of, remember a couple years ago, one day on the news they said that Kim Jong-un called Trump a dotard. And that really bugged me that day, first of all, because I think they were thinking that he somehow was using the tard suffix. But really, the word was D-O-T-A-R-D. And here was all these news people, presumably with college degrees, and these people tend to have degrees in things like English and journalism that deals with words. Well, D-O-T-A-R-D is dotard. And I can remember the day that that quote came out. And this is back when I used to watch the news channels a lot. And I was hearing that all day. Dotard, dotard. He called Trump a dotard. And I did see one person that night on one of the panel shows where there was like 4 people, and a guy said, I always thought it was pronounced dotard. And they just sort of ignored it and went on. But, I don't know. You kind of expect more out of some people. But anyway, that's a little off of this. But, yeah. Don't attach tard to anything anymore. Unless you're saying someone was late and they were tardy. I guess that's all I got on that. Peace out, folks.